Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And I wanted to get on and do the full moon in Sagittarius energy reading for you guys before the day, before I have to leave the house. That's what I'm like, what am I getting at? Before I have to leave the house. So I just finished working out, a little tousled, but I do have some people coming to my house today. So I might have a brief interruption. I might have to get the door. I just wanted to let you know, but I wanted to get this energy out. So for Aries, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And I do urge you to also watch your moon sign. Okay, if you are an Aries moon, then you're in the right place too. But also watch your rising sign. If you're an Aries rising, you're also in the right place too. Okay, but you always want to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign when it comes to full moons, new moons, things like that, because the rising and the moon can be sometimes more powerful than the sun energy. Okay, so let's take a look here for Aries. Let's take a look here. This is just an overview energetically here for this full moon in Sagittarius, what you will be experiencing here from now and up to the next 30 days. So for the first three cards I pulled from the Moonology, I like to see it. I actually love this energy here. You got the waning moon and it says, what do you need to release? Okay, so obviously after the moon goes full, it would be waning. And that is the full moon energy of what do you need to release? What on your journey that is going to help you move further that you need to let go of. We also have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn. Some of you may be Capricorn moons, but something that you've been going through that was quite difficult. It could be around finances, job, and career energy. Could be for some of you, or just a difficult situation, maybe even possibly with a Capricorn, but that is coming to an end. You also have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Okay, and then we have be fearless. So for the ancestor message here, I asked ancestors, what does Aries need to know during this time? And you got the warrior energy. Be fearless and stand strong. That doesn't need any explanation. Be fearless and stand strong. And from the wisdom of the oracle, you have number 7, and you have to the sea. To the sea. And we're going to take a look at that. Number 7 here. And it says, being in the flow, okay? Returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. The oracle's message is, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? When events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless. This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I can see how this can go together with the warrior energy here as well. Be fearless and stand strong. Especially when you have energies trying to push you in another direction, right? That are not in flow or in harmony with your desires and what you are wanting for your life, okay? Life, relationships, or finances. So I'm going to pull from the fairy, what is this? The fairy tarot? The fairy, let's see. The fairy tarot, yes. By Radley, I can't read upside down. By Radley Valentine. Okay. So give us the energy here, overall energy within the tarot for this full moon for Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see here. Three cards here for Aries for this full moon in Sagittarius. Oh, goodness, came out. You have the 4 of Summer, which is the 4 of Cups. You have the Prince of Summer, Page of Cups energy. Give us one more and one more. and the Ace of Summer. All water energy. Now these two just fell out in my hand. Prince of Spring, Page of Wands energy, and the Princess of Winter. Okay. A lot of messages here. So we have the Four of Summer here. Sometimes can be being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, and discontentment with life. Okay. So when we see the Four of Cups, this is always a reminder of gratitude for where you are at that very moment, because sometimes that puts you back in the present moment. When you're in this energy of being discontent, it's usually because you're yearning for something else. You're wanting more. And sometimes in order to get more, you have to stop and see where you're at and be grateful for that. And I know it sounds so backwards, but that is really the truth. When you're in gratitude for where you are at, even if it feels like the worst situation, it releases you from that situation and allows you to move forward. Same thing, it's kind of like with even forgiveness, right? If you're trying to break free from something, overcome a situation with a particular person, even spell work, you have to, that will release you from some spell work, just saying, you know what, I forgive you, and letting it go, because anger will do the opposite. It will fuse you with that situation or person. So do not be distracted, okay, because you can miss an opportunity, a magical opportunity, okay? Taking someone or something for granted and discontentment with life. So be careful with that. We're in this culture of wanting more and consumption. So that right there already puts so many people who don't understand what's happening in a very dissatisfied place, because they feel like they're not where they're at, or there should be something more that they should be accomplishing. And really the only thing that you should be accomplishing is making sure that you are happy. Okay, you are happy, and you are, expressing love through your own language. Okay, expressing love through your own language, because we all love differently, but love is always going to be the same. Okay, so we have Prince of Summer. It says romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Now, this emotional experience can be actually very positive from this energy that I am getting, okay? Hold on one second. Here's somebody at my door. Ro, put them up and let her know she can start her stairs, okay? Okay? Because the dogs are going to go crazy every time someone's at the door. All right. And last but not least, we have the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups. It says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I love this energy here. Okay, let's see. Ace of Cups. Did you tell her what I said? Okay, thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Some of you could be falling in love. The energy here, also what I'm seeing here with the summer, and wait, let me back up with the Ace of Cups here, because we always think of the Ace of Cups as, love, new beginnings. But what does that mean? That could be new love for a new chapter in your life, right? Finding a creative passion or a new job that you fall in love with, a new group of people, a new desire that you fall in love with that sparks some sort of interest. Now, it could definitely be a situation here where you're feeling discontented, you're feeling in discontentment or a situation, but with the sea energy, you're allowing energy to flow and just let life take you where it's going to take you. And then all of a sudden you see there's something new here that you either fall in love with or inspires you. This could be a new person that you meet as well, or a new group of people. So I'm seeing a lot of emotional energy here flow. A lot of emotional energy. So, and I also want to say negative energy flowing from you, positive energy flowing in, because you have the end of a tough cycle approaches. And what comes with that is needing to release something. Adjustments are required for a new beginning in your life. All right, now that we got that out, I want to pull from one more deck. Let's use the other Moonology deck and see what we have here. Give us one card here for Aries for this full moon in Sagittarius. Give us one card here for Aries for this full moon in Sagittarius. Let's take a look here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Full moon in Sagittarius. Thank you so much. What do we have here for Aries? Wow, I love this. So you have the moon goddess, which is higher power. Remember the reading I just did, higher power, higher love. So I do know that there was an original singer to that song. And people, you know, I saw some of the comments. I was just channeling what I heard. Okay. And so I did hear a feminine voice, and that's why I gravitated towards Whitney Houston. But both versions are very, very beautiful. And I've had it on repeat. I've had both versions on repeat since the reading. How about you? So moon goddess, higher power, beautiful energy here. Let's pull one more. This is for Aries. I feel like you guys are connecting to a higher, in the higher power within you, right? Four of Cups, Four of Summer, Four of Cups. You have to really, I just want to go back to that. You have to really be careful with that energy, because there's so many distractions in the world right now that want to make you feel like you're not doing good enough, or have you measure yourself to society or what you see, and it puts you in this discontent, dissatisfied energy. That is the most dangerous place you can be in. And we all go there. I go there sometimes too. We all fall there sometimes, because it's like, I should be doing more. I should be having more. I should be at a different level. I feel so disappointed with where I'm at. Stop. Okay, please, whatever you do, that is probably the most dangerous thing you can do for yourself. Because one, it already lowers your frequency to make you feel like you are not enough. And when you're in that frequency, boy, oh boy, for lack of a better term, the devil can have its way with you. Okay. So it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, in the worst situations that I've ever been in, I did not understand that at first, but gratitude really pulled me out of the worst situations. Okay. I've even had my lights turned off before, you know, when I first was starting tarot and things like that, and just literally sitting there sometimes, just like, you know what? I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful I have running water. I'm so grateful I have food in my house. I'm so grateful. And the moment I start rattling off gratitude, right? Anything gratitude, there is usually always something that happens that you can consider a miracle. I don't even consider them miracles anymore, but I will say this. I got a message, a divine download yesterday, and I shared it with my cousin. I was in the middle of all the graduation stuff, but I was like, I can't share it with the channel. So let me stop and call her. And I was at a red light, and I literally just heard a voice, and it said, you make miracles. Okay. You make the miracles. And I thought that was so divine. And I was, you know, didn't know what it meant, but she's kind of like my notepad. We are each other notepads. Anytime we get a download and we can't write it down or we can't record it, we call each other and be like, hey, so we can remember later and say, okay, let me go back to this thought. But it stopped me right in my tracks, and it's, you know, and it started talking about miracles, but it says miracles are within inside of you. You create the miracles. And I just thought that was very interesting. I'm not sure if that's meant for anybody who is looking for a miracle outside of themselves, but you have to remember that everything that you need, you know, that magician energy is already within inside of you. So let's take a look here for Aries. Give us one more card. One more card. I like this. So it says Moon Madness. Avoid drama. Avoid drama. Avoid drama. Avoid conflict, because that could definitely pull you off your path, right? And this goes back to this warrior energy for me. Be fearless and stand strong. Even when something is trying to bring you down, something is trying to trigger you. Okay, let's get into this. I'm going to do a Celtic cross on the energy of this full moon and see where it brings us. Let's take a look. Tell us about the energy here of this full moon for Aries from now until the next 30 days. And man, oh man, was the moon beautiful. I told my son the other day, I said, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like the sun and the moon is getting bigger. I guess, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's summertime or whatnot. But even the sun, we were in we were driving the other day and I was looking at the sun and I had to ask, I'm like, is that the sun or the moon? It was just so close. The sun was so close, and I don't know, it was so beautiful, but it just looked so close. Have you guys been experiencing anything like that with the sun and the moon? But the moon was just radiating it last night, and I was like, I had to check the calendar. I was like, was the full moon last night or is it tonight? So I can't wait to see it tonight. Don't forget to send in your moon pictures. I will post them. I'll post a few on my community page. So let's take a look here. This full moon energy here for Aries, full moon in Sagittarius. Full moon in Sagittarius. Thank you. What do we have here for Aries? What do we have here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising? Look what came out. Look what came out. The first card that came out, the Four of Cups, which is the Four of Summer. That is the energy of this full moon. So you definitely have to remind yourself to be in gratitude, even when things feel like they're monotonous, even when you feel like you're just so like not moving to where you want to move. What also came out with it is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a very powerful creator. She's a creative, okay? Whatever she desires, she can manifest and pull to her through her own creativity, meaning however she does it in her own way, her own language, her own talents, okay? She manifests. If you're in an energy of discontentment and your head is down and you're dissatisfied with life and you're looking at what's not working out for you, what disappointed you, what you don't have, you're not going to be in this energy to create. And I feel like the power, you already have this power to create. You already have this talent to create, right? But you're being very much distracted by something. The Queen of Wands is also confidence, okay? She's also very confident. She exudes sexiness. And this is man or woman. It's not gender specific. You know, she exudes this charisma, you know, that people and things are just drawn to her. But if your head is down and you're disappointment or you're dissatisfied with where you're at, you're unable to do that. You kind of block that power that you already have inside of you. Okay, so what's the challenge here for Aries? The Justice. Okay, I'm seeing the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Justice could be legal situations, situations that need to be made right in order to benefit you, and balance, truth as well. This is that Ma'at energy, receiving, giving, and receiving, okay? So something in your life here, I feel like has to get back into balance in order for you to either receive or give, you know, something that is going to benefit you. Now, the Justice card is also can be representative of with it being in the challenge position of you being done wrong in some situation, like you feeling like you're being done wrong. And obviously, if we feel like we're being done wrong, we're going to feel discontent. We're going to feel sad, and we're going to feel, you know, have our head down. The Justice card is also could be some sort of karma or karmic situation. So sometimes that is the exact thing that it's supposed to do or trying to do is to pull you down until you learn a lesson about that situation. Okay. Let's take a look here. What does Aries need to focus on? All right. So we have the Tower, Nine of Swords energy here in the Tower. There's something here that is going to leave your life or is going to come to an end. You may be very wound up about the situation. It may come as a shock or a surprise, but the fact that it is ending or it is being dismantled, it is for your highest good. Okay. So maybe that might be why the Justice card is in the challenge position as well, because maybe you don't understand or see or know why something is happening, but it is to put your life or a situation back into balance. Okay. This here is the Tower card. All right. So let's take a look here in the past position. Five of Swords. There could have been some sort of manipulation, okay? being done, right? Mental manipulation, coercion. This could also have been someone withholding the truth, which is manipulation, right? If somebody is withholding the truth from you, they're lying to you. They're obviously wanting to manipulate how you think, feel, or what you do. I saw somebody in the comment section earlier who commented, I'm an Aries. I've never been manipulated. And I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. I think we can all understand how silly that might be or sound. But yeah, Five of Swords. Somebody withholds the truth from you. You can't make a solid decision, right? We've all been lied to before. So if somebody lies to you, they literally take away your ability to make a sound decision based off facts. That's manipulation. We've all been lied to. We're all being lied to, still currently, but that's a conversation for another day. But anyways, doesn't mean that you're weak because you've been manipulated. Doesn't mean that, it's unfortunate, but sometimes that's where our strength comes from, especially, and our ability to see through manipulators. Sometimes you have to experience things to get better at overcoming them. So I am seeing that there's an energy here in the past, the Five of Swords. It could have been arguments. It could have been drama. It could have been conflict. It could have been literally somebody intentionally manipulating you so you can walk away or you can stay, or so they can trick you here. Okay, so I'm seeing now the Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands is almost someone here kind of doubting their power or their ability. But the Queen of Wands energy says, I am confident, I can create whatever I desire, and I can change my reality. So I'm seeing this energy here of you trying to get out of this disappointing energy so you can receive some blessing that is waiting for you. Ace of Summer here, Ace of Cups. All right. What is manifesting? What is crowning here, Aries? I'm seeing the King of Swords. What is crowning Aries? Seven of Wands. All right. You standing your ground and overcoming a situation that was trying to defeat you or take you down. Okay. You're overcoming it. And the King of Swords is still showing. So I feel like this is going together with the Seven of Wands. King of Swords is mastery, intellect. Okay. Outsmarting something, being very wise and intelligent. You can't get past the King of Swords here in their mental game. Okay. There is no way you can trick this person. There is no way you can manipulate this person. So in order for this King of Swords to get to the position of the King of Swords, he once had to be manipulated, right? You once have to fall or lose or feel like you've, been beat at something in order to get better. Same thing. And we'll take it as, I tell my son all the time, video games. He loves that. I said, you can put all that energy. Well, I'll give him grace because I got to brag about my son later. He's amazing, but he's intelligent. But sometimes it takes, being beat and defeated many, many times, right? And then you get here to where it's very, very difficult to defeat someone. And so it's the same situation when you go through life and you've been beat down. If you just keep being beat down and you keep taking yourself as a victim or saying, okay, this is it, this is my life, I'm just always going to be beat, instead of turning that into your power and saying, okay, now I'm learning from these situations and you can't take me down anymore. That's this King of Swords energy here. That's the Seven of Wands energy here. I'm fighting back against something that was trying to take me down or wear me down. Okay, tell me about in the future position here. Yeah, look at that Knight of Swords. Getting some sort of information here and using that information to move forward. Maybe even being a little bit pissed off once you find out the truth about a situation here with the Knight of Swords, but you are moving forward in some situation here. And I could even be going after something or someone. Tell me about the energy Aries is in here. Wow, a lot of swords energy. Queen of Swords. Again, another intelligent card here. Someone who sees the truth, possibly because they've been hurt or done wrong in the past. And so now it's very difficult to get past this Queen of Swords. She's also a master of a skill as well. Okay, I feel like Aries, and I want to say this, you have the smarts about you, the intellect about you in a situation. I feel like now it's more about putting that intellect and that emotional self into balance. Okay. When we've been hurt a lot, we've been betrayed a lot, we've been manipulated a lot. Yes, we tend to get wiser, but what also happens is that you tend to grow cold emotionally or block out emotions, or you tend to disconnect, or what's the word that I'm trying to use here? you just block them out. You become cold. You become disassociated or detached because you're like, you know what? I've been hurt too many times. I'm going to put my emotions over here in the box. But that again is also not healthy. It's not, also won't benefit you in the long run, right? Because you're going to need, when you think about the Emperor energy, the Emperor is the king of all the kings. He's the King of Cups. He's the King of Pentacles. He's the King of Swords. He's the King of Wands. So he's mastered all of those skills, right? He's able to use his emotions, but also his intellect, also his creative energy, his passion. Also, he's very good and mastered the material world. So you need all of them, right? You can't just cut your emotions off or say, you know what, I'm just going to go through life making money and not loving or not being in relationships or not doing what I'm passionate about. You need all of that. So in your energy here, Aries, you have the Death card. So there's a transformation here that is taking place or something that is ending in order so you can start something else and build. Show me here. Aries hopes and fears. 3 of Wands. Hoping for something more positive in the future, waiting for something to turn around and manifest. And the outcome here for Aries is the 8 of Pentacles. So this could even be, if this was a financial situation, which let me stop right here. The end of a tough cycle here approaches full moon in Capricorn can definitely be the ending of that. And now there's something building here up. 8 of Pentacles could also be you studying yourself or situations within yourself that you're healing. And now you are growing in some aspect, which allows this Ace of Cups or Ace of Summer to come in, okay? I want to clarify this 8 of Pentacles. I'm also just getting the energy of you rebuilding. You rebuilding yourself up after a very difficult situation of being manipulated, used, or abused, okay? Tell me, and that's also something, though, you need to release. After you learn the lesson, after you've taken in the lessons from the situation, but you also have to release the anger or the resentment. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles here for Aries. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. Ah, wow. Tell me more about this. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords. Healing. Healing. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. Something here about 4s. And the Judgment. Give me one more here for the 8 of Pentacles. For the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, the Devil. So, I just want to know who this Devil is. Or what it is. This Empress energy. So I feel like it could be a mother figure. It could be something like that, but it's deeper than that. I feel like what this Devil had control over was somebody's ability to love themselves. I feel like somebody here is waking up with this Judgment card, waking up to them, to their true selves, to their true nature. They are healing from something that was done to them in the past with this Devil energy, some sort of control or manipulation that was done to you. It could have been in the workplace. It could have been within your family from childhood, to where you had this belief system that you were not good enough. Okay, you were not good enough. You were not loved. You were incapable of moving any higher than what you were, thought to be able to do. And this 8 of Pentacles here is you unlearning and relearning who you truly are, what you really have, the capabilities that you really have, your true power and essence. Sometimes a relationship can do this. A toxic relationship can take away the vision of yourself that you have and make you feel less than what you ever were. And you have to kind of learn again that you are whole, you are complete without a particular person who was trying to keep you in chains and shackles and believe negative things about yourself. Okay, this Knight of Swords energy I'm even getting is you fighting back energy, this awareness, this truth, this energy here of you wanting to go for things that you never were able to go for, or be really determined about something here that you want to accomplish. Tell me about the Knight of Swords energy. Yep, definitely fighting back. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Look at that. Five of Swords. There's some sort of manipulation. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Seven of Wands. Standing your ground. It came out again. So it's like you will not be defeated. And I feel like this is like mentally. It's like some sort of belief that you kind of just, you know, even if you say out loud you don't believe it, internally you believe something. And now you're going back against that. You're going against that belief that has kept you in some sort of discontentment. And so what I'm seeing here, and I've seen this vision before, and like I want to say years ago, I remember where someone it's okay. So imagine something being covered. Okay, I'm seeing a flower. It's a flower. So imagine having a flower covered in all this blackness, tar, soot, whatever you want to call it. And then all of a sudden it's chipping away. It's like literally I'm seeing it. It's hard. Whatever the black stuff is hard. It's cracking and it's chipping away. Underneath is a flower, and the flower is beautiful. It's bright. It's glittering. It's glowing. So the tar is breaking off of the flower, and illusion. Okay. So the tar is what I'm hearing is an illusion, is not allowing you to see your full potential and your beauty and your power. Okay. The tar was put onto you, and I'm just calling it tar, to trick you of your true nature, of who you are. So because of this tar, you dated certain people. Because of this tar, you went for certain jobs. Because of this tar, you had certain friends. This was all meant to trick you so you wouldn't fulfill or be in your highest potential. This goes back to this higher power, moon goddess, higher power energy. So, okay, so I was just saying what I was hearing, but now let me break it down. So and to a certain extent, we've all been here. We've all been here. We all were here. We all were in some point or aspect, because we were all been tricked about who we truly are at our core and the power and ability that we do have. Some will take away from this and understand exactly what I mean, and some, it'll be a little while until the light bulb clicks here. But the conditioning that we've all been through, even through our parents, relationships, toxic situations, has made us believe that this is it. This is who we are. This is as high as we can go. This is all we can have. This is all we can have. This is all that we'll ever be. And so I feel like, and I want to say this, take the discontentment, now that I'm feeling this, take that discontentment as a good thing. Because although you should not sit in it and you should not dwell on it, but that Four of Cups energy, when you get into that Four of Cups energy of just something doesn't feel right, this doesn't feel like enough, it's just dissatisfied. The way I'm seeing it now is when you get into that energy, just know that a spirit's trying to say that you can create and do more through yourself. You don't have to look for it outside of yourself. Anything that you're wanting, more money, love, whatever, you can create it from here, your heart space. Okay. So it's kind of like spirit saying, yes, you can have more, like allowing you to feel that, yes, you can have more. Always look at your emotions as a guidance system. Okay. If you are feeling something that is not in alignment with source, which is always going to be love, joy, happiness, whatever. If you're not in alignment to that, your body is trying to tell you that you're not where you're at. Okay, you're not your full potential. And I'm not saying go out and get another job to get more. I'm not saying go out and do this and get more. It's never going to be outside of yourself. Everything that you can do, be, and have starts in here. And when you grasp that and you understand that, and that's why let me tell you this is why you are tricked at an early age, that you have to follow up a complete system in order to have and obtain the things that you desire. They don't want you to know that you can have and be all that you want from in here. This is why they don't teach you alchemy. They don't teach you mysticism. They don't teach you how to manifest in school. They don't teach you these things. And that's the very things that children should be learning, is that they can create, do, have, and be whatever they want. And this is where I'm going to plug my son, because I have to brag about him. I have to brag about him. Yesterday, he had an award ceremony. He was the only student to have, let me just break it down even further. He was the only student to have an honor roll. He won an award to receive honor roll all 5 years. First, second, third, fourth grade, fifth grade, he was on the honor roll. Every single quarter, he made an A and B. He has never made anything less than an A and B in school the whole time he's been in school. He has the highest GPA. He won an award for social studies in history, because he has all A's from first grade to fifth grade. He has never had anything less than an A in social studies and history. And people will tell me, well, he is just so smart and he's just so intelligent. And yes, he loves to learn. He since he was little, and that type of YouTube videos he would watch is history and solar system. And that's what he wanted to watch. He didn't want to watch regular cartoons. He's always just wanted to educate himself. But I say this, before he learned anything else, and when I started my law of attraction and my spiritual journey, and I started learning these things, I said my child was like 2 or 3. And I started to, thank you, that's weird. The moment that I started learning what I was learning, I started to teach him. So I started learning these things in my 20s. But I said, if I can teach my child at 3 years old how to manifest and how to create right now at 2 and 3 years old, how brilliant will he be? In pre-K, I told them, I said, my child is really, really smart. He's like unusually smart. I just know it. I see it. I feel it. I said, is there any way that I can test him to move up a grade now? You know, they told me, say, oh, honey, everybody thinks their child is smart in pre-K. Everybody thinks they're. And I'm like, okay. And that was like a full circle moment for me yesterday when I saw him win that award. And the very people who told me, oh, everybody thinks that the kid is smart, had to present him that award. I was just like, yeah. You know, that was just such a proud mama moment for me. And I can't take full credit other than, I sit down and do homework with him, but it's all him. You know, it's all him. And I've watched him apply the law of attraction to his schoolwork. Even just saying, I'm going to get an A. I'm going to get an A. I'm going to get an A. Or one time he got marked down a grade for behavior and he said, tomorrow it's going to be up, and come back, he'll tell me this. So these are things that we in this generation did not get as children. We actually got scolded. We got talked down to. We got, and I could go on a rant in a long time, and it has impressed and affected who we love, how we see ourselves, how we view ourselves. And it's still, and I see this all the time in doing readings. Okay. I just want to stop here to say this, because when I do readings, I do the same readings every day, and people will chase things or people that are either unavailable or not giving them the love that they deserve. Okay. And it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to say this. It doesn't matter what situation or circumstance that anybody is in. If you want something, you can have it. Okay. If you want something, you can have it by the belief that it is already yours. Doesn't matter what the situation is. If you want something or someone, you can have it. I'm just going to leave that as I'm just going to leave it there, because so many people struggle to obtain things, but the only reason that you do not have it is because you do not believe you can. You believe that it's out of reach. You believe that you are not worthy. You believe that you have to work hard. You believe that you have to struggle first before you can get rewarded. Okay? You believe everything is falling apart around you. You know what I'm saying? It's your belief and not knowing that you have all the power that you can create. It's already inside of you. Okay? So there's something here that you need to release. whether it's an idea, a toxic situation, a person, a subconscious thought. Here's in order for you to reach a higher level or receive this love, okay, that is supposed to be coming towards you. All right. So I'm going to leave it right there. You guys have a great day. I will be back later. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.